Hold up now. I'm gonna need you to pause. Cause, ayo, she just said what?
Hello, hello. It is me, Santoki, aka Toki, and I hope you guys are all having a happy new year so far. And if you haven't noticed, I changed my little avatar. I told y'all I like to switch things up sometimes. So don't get too attached to anything on my channel. So who knows how long this one will last. Maybe I'll commission other people to, do my little avatar. I do believe in paying artists. And maybe they can get my skin tone right because I can't. The first one I ever made was too light, then it was too dark. And this time, I got a selfie and I just matched my skin tone. And that is the story on how I found out I have jaundice. No, I'm joking. Just don't come at me, okay? 2026, we learning some color theory. Today, we're going to look at an edit I made. Um, we're going to look into another one of Tophia's, as she would say, op. Yes, there is another one. Well, there's many, according to Tophia, but this is a specific one. This op's name is Serea, and I will link her TikTok in the description so you guys can see for yourself. So, today we're going to be looking at their beef, and I'm going to be commenting on it because that's what I do. As always, thank you so much for being here, and let's get into it. So, how it started depends on how you see it. Tophia does her shenanigans. Yes, yes, yes. And then Serea makes a TikTok. Now, Serea is also homeless. And she openly talks about it and openly talks about her struggles and all that. So, Serea made a TikTok kind of correcting a lot of misinformation that Tophia was spreading about being homeless and about resources that she claims to not have and things that she could also do to help her situation. And I'm just going to read the caption of her TikTok. She asks Tophia, "Girl, it's time to start coming clean and taking this seriously. Your behavior is going to end you back in the streets. Seriously." But seriously, y'all, think of the people she's putting in danger before you donate. She's putting people in so much danger. And this has a lot to do with the fact that, the shelter was being doxxed because Tophia wouldn't shut her mouth. Now, this was around the time that Tophia had just gotten rehomed, I guess. She got placed in the shelter that she's currently in. So this was during that time where she had just gotten kicked out of the other one because she doxed it. So this was Soraya's response, along with everything else I had previously said. It is I think it's like an 8-minute video, which is why I'm going to link Soraya's TikTok so you can see for yourself and watch it. It's very informative. And she has a lot more insight since she is also homeless.
Local homeless person here. I took some notes on a dumpster fire post-it so we can talk about some of the things Tophia is saying. Because these are very important. These are important to talk about right now. While she's S-baiting for $500,000.
So Tophia gets wind of this, and as expected, she doesn't take it well. Who would have thought? Do I also think it has something to do with the fact that Serea is a white woman? Absolutely. But beyond that, let's see Tophia's response.
Girl that's mad, trying to blame me for the reason why she doesn't have anything and she lives in her car. You know what you can do? You can go pay for a gym membership and take a shower there instead of saying, I don't have no amenities. What the f that got to do with me? I'm lying? No, you're lying to try to get people to get them to send you money because your broke ass won't do anything else, right? Okay? I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm so sick and fucking tired of people shitting on me when you're also fucking homeless, bitch. And what are you doing? Why are you homeless? Why don't you tell people, huh? Because people, just like they're gonna say to me, they're gonna say to you, go get a job. And you know that's not why you're homeless. And I know that's not why you're homeless. We can all try to tell the internet that the reason why we're not homeless is because of a job. You can't explain that to people who don't give a fuck because you're using my name to try to raise some money because you're homeless.
So she didn't take it well. She accuses Serea of just wanting money, making money off Tophia. Then talks about how she doesn't have anything, as if Tophia has a pot to piss in. It was very, she was showcasing her smugness, because she thought, because she was in an actual building, I guess, that she was better than Serea, who lives in her car, which is like fucked up, because it's like, at the end of the day, y'all are both homeless, so like, Now, I don't know why Tophia said that. Like, that's not why you're homeless, and I know why you're homeless. It sounded kind of like, I have your information and I know your business, which is weird, because I don't think Tophia knew. So, I think she was just saying anything. It was, she's odd. She's very weird. So yes, as you can see, Tophia didn't take it well. She accused Serea of a lot of things, and she wasn't very nice. And I remember she made a lot of comments about Serea's makeup. I can't find the clips, but I remember it, because when I first spoke about it, I had mentioned that. So, again, I know Tophia is currently in her anti-cyberbullying arc, but how is this any better? If you watch Serea's original video, at no point does she comment about Tophia's looks or anything. But Tophia decided to comment on Serea's looks. So, I found that funny. Now, Serea got wind of what Tophia said and made a response.
Number one, I'm going to call your bluff. You know why I'm homeless? Because if you do, then you know it's because of a DV. Which is super weird. Because my identity is sealed. My previous identity is sealed. So I'm going to call your bluff. But if you were to be able to find my previous identity, because I won't lie, there was a fuck up at the DMV, you're a fucking weirdo. And you would still see that it's because of a DV. You know why? It's because of a DV. Twist my words and say this is because of a job. That's not what I said. I'm pissed that I got fired. Absolutely. I loved that job. It was a nice job. And why are people not yelling at me to get a job? The reason is because I do nothing but fucking work. I'm sitting here in the middle waiting for a DoorDash order, bitch. I'm a pretty girl. I-304. I do sugar baby experiences. I go on girlfriend experiences. I sell content. I sell virtual experiences. Things that you could never do because you have no personality, talent, or tenacity. So if you would like to talk about me, then I implore you to unblock me here and debate me. Or follow me on Instagram. Go live, and we can chat. Debate me.
Serea defends herself, and we find out that Serea is a victim of DV, which plays a part in why she is homeless. Which also makes sense as to why she felt compelled enough to make the first original TikTok, because Tophia had doxed her previous shelter where DV victims lived. So yeah, it's no wonder that Serea felt a certain type of way. And it's just like, Tophia, do we want to compare? And we also find out that Serea has a job. So Tophia talking about not having a job and trying to do this and that, it's just like, it doesn't work. Tophia, at the end of the day, we all know why you're homeless. And it's more than just you not wanting to get a job. It's a lot more than that. We can go into it. So then that was kind of that. It kind of ended there. Tophia, on and off, she would just make comments about her makeup. That was really, her focus, because she had nothing else. Once we found out that Serea was a DV victim, Tophia couldn't say anything else, because it's like, it's shitty. It's shitty. So yeah, it kind of ended there. Until the whole, and I'm about to be triggered, the whole Jay situation happened again, where Tophia misspoke and said that Jay had SA'd her. Yes, she corrected herself, but it happened. Clips were made, word was spread, that's just how it went. Serea made a TikTok about it.
Hey y'all, coming at you live from my work floor. I'ma just say it right now. I don't have my post-it notes with me anymore because I got a new car. My other car was totaled and those were in there. But I still have stuff to say, Tophia. You're making me motherfucking sick. Up on this internet lying about what SA is. You're gonna sit here and say Jay Grizzy SA'd you? Online? Girl, I just had to go salvage my fucking car to go get my meds to deal with my trauma flashbacks from actually being SA'd. Ooh, and I did that while at work. How you like that, Tophia? Remember when you were complaining, you were asking me, why don't you have a job? Why don't you have a job, Tophia? Tophia Janice Lydell, why don't you have a job? Why don't you have a job and you didn't go see your mom and you're lying about Jay Grizzy and you lied about what happened the night of the thing, and we know that because there's a police report that we can see. Yes, just so everyone knows, my new car, you could kind of live out of it. It's made for it. So just so you know, Miss Slidell, I only got one more month where I can't leave state lines, less than a month. And I already kind of have plans on going out with a bang. So go ahead, keep talking. Keep getting on this internet every day and telling people that Jay Grizzy SA'd you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is it Jay Grizzy or Jay Grizzly? I might be saying it wrong now. Now I'm bad. See what you're doing to me? I don't have my post-it notes to be doing this, girl.
All right, this is the board that I told my boss I would finish before morning. So I'm gonna go do my job now. My job. And Tophia, I'll be seeing you around.
Serea kind of says, like, I'm gonna pull up. Because Tophia blocked her. So Serea wants to have an in-person conversation, I guess. Someone then asks, or someone then comments on that TikTok, so are you really going to fight Tophia? LOL, that would be hilarious. And Serea makes a response video to that.
Let me clear something up. I have no desire to put my hands on Tophia Slidell. I have no interest in fighting her. What I have interest in doing is speaking to her in person, since the internet isn't real to her. And Tophia thought that she was funny when she made fun of my makeup and my job. Little did she know I was experiencing a DV where I was kidnapped and essayed and, by legal definition, trafficked. And I faced charges for that. I was framed, and the police took that at face value. Tophia wanted to dig that up. Tophia wanted to dig up my previous identity, which I had changed for safety. Tophia wanted the world to know why I was really homeless, which is a DV, by the way. It's always been a DV. But I don't stand for that. The internet is a real place. The internet is real life. So if you want to dig around and fuck with somebody whose family is deeply embedded in organized crime, then you're gonna see what a real boss's daughter does. The internet is a real place. And what you guys don't know is that Tophia's in a lot of legal trouble. It's just not her way yet, but it's coming. You know, Tophia has spent a lot of time falsely accusing people of SA, doxing people in danger, stealing her dad's, stepdad, I should say. She's been stealing her dad's veteran money, and then she was like messing with his meds, her and Mamachi. They were under medicating him, which caused him to commit arson, to go crazy, to get kicked out of the apartment, and then they left him on the streets. So I've been talking to Veterans Affairs. I've been talking to the police station. I've been talking to the airports where he pops up at to try and find him and get him a warm meal. And since I'm doing that, while Tophia is continuing to make fun of me, she blocked me on everything before she started talking about me on live. I'll talk to her in person. We can have a conversation at the police station of all places where she can discuss with them in Veterans Affairs what she's been doing. Since she wanted to dig up my life, since she wanted to dig up my identity, she wanted to see the real boss's daughter, it's time to see. She's out here falsely accusing people of SA. That ruins people's lives. She has pushed people to harm themselves. She has pushed people to be friends with her by S-baiting, and I'm not standing for it. I don't stand for evil. I don't stand for injustice, and I don't stand for people who are unkind. And so, since Tophia wants to do nothing but talk online with her mentions off, deleting my comments, and blocking me before she talks about me, I will talk to her where she can't run away. And we will have a conversation. We will talk like adults. Veterans Affairs is looking for Tophia. They are going to be investigating this. I have been working with them, and I will continue to do so. While people I know are working with the police. Tophia's in a lot of trouble. It's coming her way, and I would love to be the one to present it to her in person. I would love to do that. My case is cleared January 6th, and I would be more than happy to discuss this with her in person, since she wants to know why I'm really homeless. We can really talk, since she really knows my charges. If she knows what my charges are about, then she knows she shouldn't fuck with me. But since she wants to, we can talk in person.
Serea talks about being in contact with Veterans Affairs, which involves Tophia possibly, allegedly, messing with Papa Chew's medication and taking his money. I don't know. So, yeah, she says that she's in contact, and that they are looking for Tophia, and come January 6th, I know, a very significant date in America, she will possibly be popping up to have a conversation with Tophia. And now let's watch Tophia's response.
Oh, and also, I'm gonna address it because I saw the video. It came up on my page. Like, I don't know who you are, first of all. I think that's the girl that used me and kind of like was blaming me for her situation of being homeless. I don't know if that's the girl, because she had the audacity to make the video and say that I don't think social media is real life, so that's why she's gonna pull up on me and just have a talk. Like, no, you literally are not pulling up to have a talk with me because because you're saying that I think social media is not real life. That doesn't sound right. Does that make sense to you? She literally said, oh, I'm pulling up on her because she doesn't think social media is real life, just to have a talk. You're not pulling up to just have a talk. I know what's gonna happen. And I don't fight people, first of all.
Tophia says that she doesn't fight people. And to that, I say, Tophia, if you don't fight people, then maybe you should shut your mouth. Because I've been saying you're going to meet the wrong one. You're going to meet someone who will pull up, who is okay with not using their words, if y'all know what I'm saying. So that's my advice to Tophia, but we already know she's not going to listen to any of that.
Second of all, you have mental health issues you need to resolve. That has nothing to do with me. You need to go get help. Me talking about your makeup has nothing to do, because she said, oh, she made fun of my makeup. What does your makeup have anything to do with SA or whatever it was that you said happened to you, a DV situation?
For the record, so Serea didn't blame Tophia for the things that happened to her. She's saying that Tophia spoke badly about them and brought them up as a gotcha, which was weird because Serea is a DV victim.
No one is a mind reader. I'm not going to sit there and ask every single person what their traumas are. I'm sorry, it's not happening. And for you to think that I'm supposed to assume that something happened to you, I'm not going to assume, and you're blaming me for something that I don't even have any parts of. Like, what is wrong with you? If you went, not if you went through a DV situation, and you was SA'd, what does that have to do with me? That made no sense to throw that in there in the process of saying I made fun of your makeup. I am not a mind reader. I don't sit here and say, hey, tell me all your traumas. We all go through something. For you to use that as an excuse to try to pull up on me is crazy.
Now, everyone goes through something. But when it's any other time, Tophia acts as if she's the only one. She has said it. No one understands. I'm the only one. No one knows what it's like. But now, everyone goes through something. Everybody has their problems. So that shows you that Tophia knows. She knows and she understands and she's capable of understanding it. Because I know a lot of people, her defenders, like to use the fact that she's a little slow to say, like, oh, well, she doesn't understand. This is a perfect example of that she does understand. She just doesn't give a fuck.
Girl, you really are fighting yourself. You got a one-sided beef. I don't know who you are other than you were homeless using me as a situation so you can try to get money. You keep having my name in your mouth because you think you're going to get paid. Talk about me all you want. You're going to get paid, all right? But when you get the type of harassment that I get, you're not going to like it. Because you think these people are going to stand on your side until you do something they don't like. They're going to do the same thing to you. Using me to get out of your situation of being homeless by talking about me so you can get paid is weird. Leave me alone. Like I said, no one is going to threaten me anymore. Self-defense is a very real thing. And when I've been getting threats very badly, I have to take that seriously. Life insurance is a thing that you should have, okay?
So Tophia is advising us all to get life insurance, as if it's that easy. Do y'all think, how much do you think Tophia's life insurance would be? Because, you know, if you know anything about life insurance, it's not easy, and there's a lot of steps to take, and not all life insurance payouts are the same. There's a lot of factors that go into how much your life insurance would be. And Tophia, all I'm going to say is it wouldn't be worth it.
And that is not a threat. I have the right to self-defense. I'm not going to, you pull up anywhere, remember, because I'm not going to let anybody threaten me. You continue, I will report you to your local authorities because I'm not going to deal with it anymore. So I would suggest you worry about your issues and seeking help instead of attacking me. I don't care about you. You only got 2 comments under your post because you guilt-tripped them into feeling sorry for you. Like as if I bullied you because you got SA'd and you were in a DV situation. Like, that was not okay. To literally be like, she made fun of my makeup, little did she know I would. So I'm supposed to sit here and be like, hey, so tell me your trauma, please. I'm not a therapist, okay? I'm not gonna, I'm not a therapist. I'm not here to figure out people's traumas, okay? I'm not gonna sit here like a giant Where's Waldo trying to find Waldo for a whole hour, you know? Like, I'm not trying to figure out what your traumas are, girl. For you to literally place that on me, like I'm supposed to know, like I'm supposed to be some mind reader, it's weird. Why did you throw that in there? She made fun of my makeup, little did she know. Okay, I'm going through stuff. I'm not trying to figure out other people's traumas, but I got traumas myself. I need to seek help. I need to go to therapy, but I can't see a therapist because I'm trying to get a place to live. Maybe something you should be doing instead of trying to fight someone. How are you going to come down there when you can't even afford to take care of yourself? So how are you going to afford to come down here and pull up on me? Like, you got a one-sided beef saying that she thinks social media is not real. I'm going to show her it's not real. You're weird, and you need to go get help, just like I admitted I need to go seek help. Obviously, I'm not over a lot of stuff. Bruh, everyone makes it like it's my issue, like it's my fault. It's not my fault you got SA'd or was it a DV situation.
So Serea cannot blame Tophia for her being SA'd, which Serea didn't, but that's what Tophia said. But Tophia can blame Jay for the 7 Tylenol incident. Y'all see what I'm trying to say? Like, Tophia is capable of understanding. She just doesn't want to because it doesn't fit her narrative. It doesn't make her look like the victim.
and you sit online and you literally, whatever BS, you started with me. All for the simple fact is that you was homeless, so you took it out on me. Bruh, you didn't take it out on me because you was homeless. You took it out on me because you thought it would make you money. And now you're mad that it's not working. So now you thought if you said that you was going to pull up on me, people would literally flock to your page and give you views. And I would advise you not to do that because she's guilt tripping you into literally doing that for views. And she isn't even going to show up anywhere because she can't even afford it. If that's the girl that was homeless, bruh, your priorities are all off whack.
Yeah, so Tophia is still talking her crap. Still, she just thinks everyone is after money. And that's just it. And if that's the case, so what? I've already said it. So what? But that still doesn't take away the fact that you did make fun of her makeup. You did. You did. And two, you said some really shitty things. You were like, you called her out her name. You called her a bitch. You made light of her DV situation. You gotta possibly pay for it. This isn't me saying that Serea is going to do that. This is also me not encouraging Serea to do that. But Serea is also a grown woman who's going to make her own decisions. And Tophia is also a grown woman who is going to make her own decisions. And she has decided to continue talking, as always. And Tophia, once again, has said she's going to contact local authorities or contact Serea's local authorities. How she would find that out, I don't know. But again, do we think Tophia is going to peel herself off that couch and actually do something? No. And this was last week. So I don't think Tophia has done a damn thing. I think Tophia already forgot about it, to be honest. She's been so obsessed with Jay that I don't think Tophia is thinking about anything or anybody else. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe Serea will pull up, maybe Serea won't. But this was definitely entertaining to watch Tophia talk about something else outside of Jay. So I'm not mad about it. That's where the beef is at right now. We're kind of at a standstill. Will Serea show up? Who knows? Tune in next. I don't know. But I'll take the entertainment and I'll talk about it because that's what I do. Y'all let me know what you think about this whole situation. Once again, I will link Serea's TikTok in the description so y'all can look into it yourself, make up your own opinions, and whatnot. The only thing I really have to say outside of what I've already said, and I'll just repeat it again, Tophia, just be quiet. Just be quiet. But I know she won't. So, here we are. I guess we'll wait until January 6th to see what happens. And with that, I'm gonna log off. Thank you so much for watching this. It was a little edit I made. I've been wanting to talk about this, but Tophia has been doing other bullshit. So I've had to put it on the back burner. But we're doing it today. I'm not wasting an edit. So that's what we're doing today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you are not subscribed, please do. Can't wait to read y'all's comments and see what y'all think of the situation. And with that, I will see you when I see you. Peace.